mate kuyama mie midi wasidako adafu wa mudim pai bota mechi esimiti nkwa mitri damasio enye wobi na so minsa idi mitata ina menanti oye oh amamira amametiye amamira amametiye amamira amametiye amamira amametiye mama se yani bi mediyo mama se yani bi mediyo amamira amametiye amamira amametiye amamira amametiye amamira amametiye mama se yani bi mediyo mama se yani bi mediyo. Matam fonim the crew I am mebuso heba ye ni adoye de bedi meti wa fimo esi wato me pon matam fonim the crew I am mebuso ye ni adoye de bedi meti wa fimo nenka minyo butan kesi e bia twere wa tre min semeguso sanni ye woni mi twemwa wakinkane hunyo nyame aye enka minyo butan kesi e bia twere wa tre
ane eyenokre amai mehwe amai meti amai mumra mehwe na mehwe di ochedi amfo kwame waye ewoye nyina ya setenam ena no pay mo bia happy Sabbath in special way kra ye nyina ye fa asida kese pa asida peace efa mo ochedi amfo kwame wona dom ene na humo bronti na ene anope susumi no mi nya ahode na fe yetimi akeka ye ho this week pa sema akoko so wi asini ne mesisi no na seminu mi no de oh yenya ahode nsi na fe yetimi akeka ye ho de a ne ne yasma ye ka nyina ne se amai mehwe amai meti na fo mehwe de otwedi ampo kwa me no ya brabum abusiafo ena no pay se afi na wo de afidi to ase a bidi e de kwamna opoku buache ufre bi keubia beje osopa na no pay dwumadi atudi said the Sabbath morning show etwagu e Taibu Media kasafidie so anasa Taibu Media studios ase no enne a special day this month a special month na nimi so say e be special day na fi so a special month e wo wabrabom esan say me a special me so so mabrabom adopay de say na ibesi ara ni dwumadi no the answer mama men ka 77 de onyankopon etumi ye na say hun say this week from a beer air boy a man tem haseno and rich be quite man after me be feminine city say me car edima tia fa baby and so trade up for kwame adwintino oh I was for koto say none of us menya hoden dia na masama me ka nyina ne say amai mehwe amai meti na fa me hwe de trade up for kwame otumi ye wabonyan me bre hu ban edomu fa plane e ko Ghana oh me sofo ka hu bi me sofo ma me ka hu bi odomu nyina kwa asa ba be do asondwe mu dia ne ani asem nyina ne say amai mehwe amai meti na fe mehwe de trade am for kwa motun ye we aba Dr. Champon ye de wase woni otim no wadwuma pa ene dwedi ahodo amoye na fe mudima ye nyina anopay ye kwone quick pa esa say ene bibia de soja so ti ase ente bibia no content esa say so ni soja fu hia na fe one show kasa yi one show time yi a kasa bema si form ai anopay de meni agi say meni masoja fu akukuda fu pa biensa pa ye ti dwumedia na makachi dwumedia e be running the whole month nyame adma next week yes also another setter you know metwetwe nkomo afoma brabom afa soja for dwumedia ho na sheno so say this month a year military month and I say veterans month and I say soja for nyina ebosomi anunti eno Taibu Media ye say ye decide bosomi we say nyina ma ye soja for o ma serve yen kama pa na ya na mani gi say me wo enafufo soja for ya na mani gise me wo asofo soja for ya na mani gise ye wo soja for a omo ye 7-day Adventist member esanse kadete tiworo na yente hu bi sa na so twede for kwa me anti no se be bia me da akwanhwefo na se 7-day Adventist church wo bia no yehu enyumaku ahodu bi na se officers sunku bi o honom na no pay mani agise me ma soja for ba be twetwe nkomo na ba me hwe se benya wo nyina me be yero we special roko party ba chabusuafo obia nso ne camera na afi so no obia so ne microphone se ba bia drone de mfamcho amu obia eneme na me commander e wa ha sei enti mo hia no so pa na me command mu nyina in a special way ai se we uniform no wa anye ne yi ameka jo say be ma ye ni ma me isan se ye be kwa no enti na busuafo me ka kire mo se ene e special day na se ne day dikan na afi se wa join ni Otaibu Media dwumedi e biti se ya bomodia se obe subscribe na afi wa share na afi wa like na ya mamihu e wo comment section ase baby a wo hwe yen free radio for ne de ya asemo muntime mfre na so no meni se baby a mo hwe yen free bia na se baby a mo tie yen free bia no otwede ampa kwame a nani ehu ma nyina ne de ohumo eno ntino medamase pa edin meje so eye kwabna opokubuachi se wo frame keo bia meje so yentumrika na afi menhwe abusuafo a meni omo ebetwetwe nkomo ene anopai Otaibu Media kasafidie so edika no mewo minua Prince ai edru ha ono abebo ne title na afi wa me yahu baby a owo sisi ntino mewo minua Prince wa ha ene anopai no okanya ho Prince peja wonsa na afi ya ha wa ye no pepepe yes say unu adwuma yensi signboard oti ase ba me hwe be wo binya Asante enso so e wa ha den Asante yes Asante ene enso so apeja ne nsa no se be de ka chem se unu adwuma yensi signboard ba me hwe se mesa so enya yenua ba ko a enso so okan ho 1 2 okay yes I obaba akopa woda mememu no na ene woni memma no e ba yire pa yama happy Sabbath in a special way obetwa we vu nsa na afi wala pepepe omunyina obi a hye ni uniform kama pa ene ntino abusuafo empanimfo na mayomu ede achomu yehwe se de yebesi akodwumadi no quick pa okay abusuafo miensen na mayomu di wache omu ne na no pe no anase ewie anase anwumre no yeni omu eba be ran ye nsui kama pa ene omu ne be kama ho na afi ye di adwumadi kama pa to na godi edika no ba be share sie free yes ladies first okay ene I captain what was you did captain oh me be share sie ede free so edit no ba be share ide okay okay to captain edika no me pese oka wabakwa o background kakra we introduce ho na afi o ma obi hu se hase na wo rank ye sei mayehu wabakwa sem kakra ewo soja adwumanim team etu ama
chomedase ebedi kai pa meda bebusiafo ase so mama makwenye na metimi abetna dwumadi mu na masanso ada Otaibu Media se otimi frame na o invite me na metimi betna dwumadi mu meniso na ma ho ayi medin di Captain Hilda Boateng Kisels me free Asante Asamai any aguna ntem na na ba free Asante Asamai be mani free aguna na me be ko school kakra kroma first of all me call Laboni Senior Secondary School Ghana and I me ba me call Legon 1 year na me di free Legon transfer ba Pennsylvania State University na me free na me masters wa Acadia University and I a boy ma me nya akwenya dira military nim nti Pacho mentor so kanina na se.
The pacho I face has him my power idea. Yamisha of nice one. Mami say Binya Mr. Asante so Mami say Openi Asante so Obeka ohun asem kakra bi na afi etifo na ahwefo nyina ehun ne ehun sedo sitie ti pacho chama yonkoi.
Senior me that's me den the Asante me chrome na Asante mampon hana me mama e free hana me call school kakra me best call Kumasi Anglican for senior high school and me say call mampon training college ye boy man say adwumaden wo say ho won fa so nje the adwumaden ya yes free and crab na school na edin no till 2011 I'm back chrome I buy right away. Now I knew what I wanted to do because mohe AY ne ade a yen Ghana ne gidigidi semna na military na ne je into me buy right away. I joined me school council e Chrome Hub me war my first degree in leadership and management and I'm a master's program so emergency management and public health from American Military University. Right now me rank W1 which is one officer 1. Me war Alabama for now. Tina kakra family me ho eno.
Ene ahwefo nyina meda wase pa ba me hwe se binya me champion ba akoso so a me hwe ade 1 2 okay senior also so no my ente wonka na afi ye hwe ba bia esi a he wa join yen edi free e wo otaibu mi de dwumedi so
yo menua medase Michia Ashefo near TFO Nina. Within the Lieutenant Colonel Prince Nadom. Now maybe for northern part of Ghana. Now me so me call Laboni Secondary School. And I may continue to Lagos. Same as Hilda. Now I hold a master's in Defense and International Relations from the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College. Currently, me Deputy Command Operations Officer at Northern Command, Tamale. Timinemo Kasefi Tamale. We are bopa. Thank you.
Nice one. We have said we esiama o camera ne kama chese we no boy kama pa. Nti abusuafo mefa akonya so na afi no masa so ama mabedwafo ni nyina akwaba no be ka chese okra susu free he. Ye obi so bidi e de kwaro poku buache. Me so me free Ashanti renye hono no krubi e friends e kodie morre ai ashtawa na metina ye honi be krum hona me bibia na me de bebe pi krum hase eno nti na busuafo se se ne de se mo hu akuku danfo biensa we don ba be hia nya asemketu a enti no wa me hwe ade sister Hilda question me to ba ye nyina eno a ne ye beche pa sister Hilda ba me fa free so se de be fra captain na me hu se W so ho and I feel so Prince Major right?
Colonel, Anna Colonel.
Oh, Colonel, yes. You man ko kwatria. Ba me ntwo ntwo na me review. Yes I dey you baby you know. Okay. Ma me chance free ye baba akopɛ Sister Hilda and I say captain. Edien ene si ya eno ntino we ye wadwen say Oba besia odufa ko John asojafo eku ewokroma say because obi anim say soja adwuma no enye easy ebeka say mema adwuma den pa na o de o say ade na mema ye no o de onu wa ko ti na ko John mema eku a ye fene say soja ka ho asem kakra say na afi yenti
Yeah. Semeda hono. Mishia obi me mane papa na tese na nipa ne mpekasa tika kraus me come military na me say na so judgema ben na otimi ya kakra no wakọ no wetimi aba me de me team military na me face search so ko hye ba a onya mai otimase intino enum na ma me ko apply na me join ye nti me join ye no na ahyase no paperwork na edi be 1 year crans and ya foul nti no person join ya just all the two mu check akra nti me join mu na me hu sesa adwuma na me ye wo hospital no so all the community no me tese na oye doctor nti na tese metimi ahwe ayarefo na metimi nso aboa sojafo no na me ye adwuma wo orthopedic surgery or Bristol Hospital ina tese me hwese ne na ekọ na esenkofo ko ya sojafo nim na so mu kopra na se metimi ede mu akakra aboa mo nti no na boa na itimi Kenya me ma me join na they also offered me like a student loan assistance say ebia o join ya eja mo ya ye ba ikroma ni eni mu ano join ya e be tua school fees kakra ma nti no na share me crime ma metimi join patim damos
no ene share crime na eti e ma o join ye the Ghana na me ni jipa se me kwa koye sojani isan se de yenwia asante ka ye no yenam ewe ni musa ene musa ntino me hye uniform a na ma combat e kan say ma keka hye me keka uniform na hye me pabo me statement si sojani pepepe nanso me try amfa afi me sofo Gustafson ba ya say masa say upe sojani de ya ese me doko na so ya de tibe fai ai na so me de je ho pa ma me fie me nwi asante so na ansa na asante beka sa asante kra de winim se wa join ekuo mienu ene de bia won ka ho ase ba me na me de tum ye asante no oye kwoti kese pa yeah policeman kese pa ena wasa so akodi soja ene ntina ene de ene ye nkomo foforo kra ene de akire no ahaye kwa ho asante ye nka ho asem ahaye kwa ho why ntina sisi ande yanka dintia esi ya ene ntino say wa join military no ka ho asem kakra kire.
So there are so many factors among for John, but maybe they're not just simple. Man, all my life I knew I wanted to do public service, right? And public service, and I wanted to do military. Until right after high school, me really Kumasi Anglican. Kumasi, I tried to join in 2005. Me to form application, everything went through the process, but I don't say Ghana. Your force no is and so. Until I getting in, so we need to be Ayana Edding. Into memenya that chance no, but fast forward 2011 me back man I just walked into because I knew what I wanted to do. To be back man within 2 months I was already in and getting ready to go to training. To maybe there now I knew I wanted to do it. There was nothing, and I said there was no big reason for me to join. I loved it because me back man a jumanka kamenya jumaye all right. But one thing that I did, and say me join it, probably like Captain Watson, me join it as reservist. I don't know if so a reservist, but from the way she's speaking, it sounds like probably a reservist. I joined the reservist, and that is when I come as the police now. But I didn't get the job satisfaction for me because all my life I wanted to be a military personnel. Until I decided to go active duty. That is why I'm now active duty as compared to reservist. Until I knew what I wanted to do, and I'm glad and confident and I was able to follow through.
Ya de nyamia se ohina Sanchez so we ye na dwen Sanchez so badwan no so wudi AY se dem di kan no woni so ye hye ti se wo pese ukodi soja ne denden me kan se ya danfo baako Ebenezer ti se AY na nyamia dum okupe soja mu no wonya na se de wosi ye adwuma no nya asem ketu akra se de nya Asante ani gihu ye nya asem ketu ba me hwe se menya prince so na afi so no prince so no eni ya chedi ntia ono so edi ne ho ekokọ join soja adwuma isia no na janje ho a oye ne dendenden no enti no Mr Prince ma ye hu di ntia isia so okọ join the military no
yo minua me da se me de ndi akọ say Yona story ni bi because growing up in the barracks my dad was a soldier. But he hardly stayed with us. Today, the any man posting here and then or no call. So me the next soldier there, nya de na misimedi. Me kai say you SHS, no or peacekeeping. Or friend or see what is a soldier but major na misimedi. Me the Meko University. It me my top forms are me processing university there na madam for back say. Oh, I'm of officers so yeah try the misimedi. So the young apply keke. So it was just here apply keke. I just put it in 3 days, reply came. We went through and it was going. So my parents were not even aware that I had applied to join the service. The last part, na obi onim me, I catch me mommy, and said, "Mommy who said, so I'm just trying to." And then it went through. So I think mine is more of a maybe I know what she said. It was a hana. It we there now beko. It muana in the moon do see. But I didn't regret when I came in. I realized that I had a passion for it right from training till now. So this is how I ended up in uniform.
Nice one, was for one day. You see that the two are so fear. One here, Ubi, no, now so we are software and sa. I don't think I prince so dear, or say, Nipa pay so jenny, what na barras, who knew ye, and don't you know, we are not in say, obedient Nipa Panamonchi, and Pimpino. So one he, na say, oh, my may a teacher near, and also a teacher near. Ubi, you know, be say, we see, yeah, about could teacher. And I say, so full fears so yeah.
Sabbath morning show.
So full, and no, it be and I, your prince, so no more. To say no about be so jenny. Another question, me pese me busa Emma Sister Hilda. Na fi we are no my the same question na and them did say me nwan mama Kenya na no beto so yes say active service bia no it comes with a unique lifestyle. Some more service in them a special lifestyle. And you know, mama yehu said the mo typical day life no is it here. And now face so no say na musiye e o mabrabo mu nyina mo day life no. Sister Hilda, mama hwe say meet me on pini me bossa. Okay. Okay. Sister Hilda, are you ready?
Am I ready?
Sure. I'm say my peke wada we no. Okay. My peke of wada line no mama hwe ade. Okay. Okay, sure. And you know my who would day life no say pa na what activities in the city say na would day in the city or military no.
Actually, me day wa military nim na depending wo baby ayo. For instance, your baby say wo exercise e bi wo ha so mo ye akon so de bia America for ne bia Afghanistan for kushia de mo be no. They tend to exercise that on a base until your baby be say be Maguire Air Force Base until wo hono ma no sorry ahomache depend on the schedule be ba anopa doctors for the baby be ba enyume to bon so ye ben o kwa anopa you know how much ye do sika muna ye do be sika munti ye mfa ye cars ne ye de phones be ko but ye mfa ye cars nko na baby omodo be ko no so phone ne kra na wo hokra nya adwuma it's very restricted into ukodru hono ma afi ni asset ye ya normal set up I said field hospital unti apatanom ne niema na doctors for Nyakogu ho na ye the medical assistants for about money from 68 whiskeys it's a mobile na afia soja for na mo prepare na so mo yare no mo aba na ya show mo ntie show mo na aduane ni bibia wo kakra ntie bia nya breakfast ni nya lunch na ya share yare for na ntie bibia so shift 7 to 3 about 3 na ko na another team so aba abi review na the same thing. But se me ba my brabo mo say bia on a typical day on a basis and yes work exercise near ya and also quite be our paperwork say bia life insurance in near man obey no bo ha we pra na ye free say profile until not need to profile so na just say exercise in danger was here force your mom me any sense we print one man I say one man ticket dey kuta na just say nipa no mo exercise I enforce ne man nko ye bibia we pra cause we proud than whatever until no kuta ne ticket that until no ye ni na kakaka de bobo ye ho na niema we so your computer so say bia o paperwork ne we so ko hospital ko show umoje me so show say tini na on be check there bia weekend na sa no mo yento be check ni na make sure say obi bia course one into na hanam the best. That's it.
Nice, Miss Medasi pa. Edambe pa na. Wo dwumadi no hu yi say sada we eda we say die che say emu aye dia ma me pa ne dia pa ene siye. Wo usoja dwuma mu say na die me ba soja chi ne die chale mu odion. Na so ni nyina mu no metimi afem o kai bibisa.
Mekae bibi saa ya na ɛmaa na kasa no yɛn deɛ no kora deɛ ana ɛden kakra kyerɛ sɛ obi wɔ hɔ koraa na ebi wɔ hɔ koraa na wawo foforɔ so wɔ ho na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔkɔ wɔ exercise nti no either sɛ woma no fo a ɔba no sua no either sɛ ɔbɛkɔ agya ɔba no anaasɛ wode no bɛkɔ wode ne kɔ nso so a sɛ na meka no yɛde egu van no mu kɔ koraa na wontumi koraa ɛnya saa contact no ɛti na ebi wɔ hɔ a wowɔ business na woyɛ adwuma na you miss your child in such a way. It's emotive denser. But so share for so you also find fulfillment. Say oh one panona on also the whole turn into it comes with a lot of challenges, but at the end of the day no feel is oh boy ni panama ne ho turn maybe was quite bit me afi mo kenya me ansem no do we need to so na say oh boy for no you find some fulfillment in it.
Oh, nti ana utimi nya bre eka Nyankopon asem kakra e de kire sojafo na wohwe mu kakra kakra na
acho ai ebi mu bebre na ye Christopher ntine ye timi che Nyame asem omo ye beneath wonso so na omo nya Christopher no so timi wo hwe omo timi introduce kakra mo omo kasa sojafo na kasa it's very strange because me join the economy nim se Christopher so mo sana o ko soja dwuma ni man kasa omo chaplain to crowd onye Christian in the crowd so why stressor but me call chaplain ho kan wansem na what na bebre na na Christian name to be too but mostly towards Christianity and Jesus Christ and it's very amazing and not kind of why ma me na adwuma
asipa usiafo enano pay say afi na odu afide na to ase ya be catch say adwumadi ya to ni say the Sabbath morning show ichegu otaibu media kasa fidie so memenda anopa bia eno
Sabbath morning show
meda say eno na anopa no me ne captain na afi menua prince na afi na asante ai na asante mefro na preoccupation say me na bia no yesu jani em say prince dio ni pa ne fe na asante no for garrison centralized the church onyan ba bi ko die se so Yakopon fa ne kra nsi one abusuafo ni nyina won hwe so kama pa ma ye eri ntino asante mefro na asante me next question anasa question ya you know me hwe say menua asante ososo obetimi aka wo de kakra na afi you know yehu said ye ososo de no we day life esitie any bia baby a ufa uhu ne say eh because soja de ha say de chale mafa ne tough pa o na afi no ososo no wa mayen ehu kakra eni ti no bo no eda court no sisi ya yenkwai
my fan started the last one no say when then a tough day I think say men said that intimate pinpoint is that this day there na it be a tough and I say and you're tough. On the man, this is something I love. Into whatever comes my way, I try to find a way to circumvent it to make it work for me. But I believe that there was one exercise that we went to and me prakaka into the fact that I couldn't do what I was supposed to do with my team. No, that is one thing. That was like, why can't I do this? Because man, that means me cry and that was the toughest part so far. But as far as the job, man, I've always said we are in the people business, right? When you raise to a certain rank like captain, lieutenant colonel, and then all those, my rank no yet beneath almost there, but I have people that I'm over. Yeah, me a hell also. And when you get to a certain point in your career, no, the biggest part managing the people that are under you. So if you are able to manage them, whatever you want to get out of them, no, you will get out of them. And I pride myself in being somebody I'm able to manage my team well, not to boss them around, but also give them what they need. I'm one person that when I see you, no matter how long I'm home watching, so what about Oyere no bed I will always remember and say, hey, now Sandra what to say, Obana what to say. And people admire that. And when it comes to say, yeah, they know say I will always be there for them. And whatever I tell them to do, and that's what we need to do, and they try to accomplish it. In my day-to-day, before I'm into IT, which is networking, but I saw say I'm not the kind of guy I want to sit in the office and play with computers. Into now, no, I'm in the motor pool. Yeah, what we're doing is that you fix it machines, you fix it So when can I say Ghana, I'm say machines or my bulldozers, all those things that we are in charge of that. Yeah. If
we are galamsey kakra
obedience say we are able to figure out, troubleshoot what is wrong with it, and then help them fix it. If we can't, we get people from outside that are able to do it. You have more knowledge. Caterpillar company, any company from America, a big machinery. We have contact that we can reach out to, not me specifically, but the people that are ahead of me or more outranking, they can reach out to them. They will come down and then help us fix the things that we need. It's amazing. Like Captain Kyan, Juma be military. Into whatever job that you pick, that is what you mostly do on a day-to-day basis. Unless say you are higher rank and then you are managing people. Into that is what I do on my day-to-day. More like managing people.
Medo asepa na minim said you sit here a Nova sorry we so for kra ne sa ade da ko so jere ko e wakwa ko choose here fan ko to baby a ubedi so for na ye do akwa to baby a uhwe mfidi so
one thing, and it's being a chaplain, you have to start from somewhere, and also you have to be an officer. I'm an officer, but I'm not a warrant officer, and a actual officer. Into the officer side, and then you can go to the chaplain side. And moreover, I feel say a chaplain, nothing against some of your chaplains. That is what they choose to do. Your chaplain, everybody is coming to you with some sort of respect. Into a symbol also, Timika, sometimes people don't always come up front, right? But being a normal person, we crack jokes. I was there a concert. People are more forthcoming that way. I can't begin to tell you how many people that have been able to help through that. There are people that are more outranking me, but when they get problem or they still talk to me because of how I carry myself around. I mean, not a concert, but when it comes to say, let's sit down, let's figure out what you need, how I can help you, and how you can help me out. We can also do that. And I think that we can all contribute when it comes to Nankopon away, without being a chaplain. So that's how I didn't even think about going chaplain, to be honest.
Medo asepa ebusiafo Mr. Santi ene nano pe ana se nana Santi ne nano pe so no wa me hu the experience kakra. Asante you join the military no edi how many years?
September it came when I am 14th year.
Oh wow. Na say watch omo.
Accra.
If you are chechel, I was there for a rather pace. I feel
KOB
not to see a Otaibo Media.
Otaibo Media.
Medase, a high Otaibo Media. Ready to this said the Sabbath morning show. I chegu women down of Pebia. And no, and nano pay no, many masoja for a cookie for me inside. Charlie, they say. Na send the permit me bodyguard ni bapa na nka me beji ni chira ba for na so me de nate nyame ya adma chekura no ube hu me bodyguard na answer na no ma me hwe se amanfo bi e de messages aba Shadrack was say omobibia happy Sabbath Shadrack when me bodyguard no je say woni kan am test kra and then kame fire no kame fire no then so wodi kan abe sign na afi enua Mary Chi Amuako also my happy Sabbath mame yes my happy day yewo yenua adwoa binewa labi o say happy Sabbath Captain Hilda Greater Hartford oh yeah Hartford for support too Captain Hartford for na tawachi na afi me so ma de na Elvis o say osu Ghana na Otaibo Media Ghana no also de nchia sonko efri Ghana e de maye nyina yen graphics na sifo nyina no Elvis so boa e de hu dwumadi kama pa ohwe yen video adebia ayebo na ono na eye yen flyers dodo na so no Elvis na eyema yen one iBrand na me ka che se dwumadi enye Otaibo Media nko aso nenam iBrand GH so na fe Hope Vision Ghana na Adventist Echoes onso afa dwumadi nyina live a omu 80. Okay, sister Adwa Benewa Sabe, we so proud of you. Yadasi. And I feel my dear na auntie Akosuyaka. also my nyina happy Sabbath. Ebusuafo say afei na so adwene a ma yehu baabi a wo hwe yin free ma yehu baabi a wo tie yin free isan say enadwumadi no special kra ma bi ntumrika na afei me nko me nua prince ho na prince susu yehunu kakra no ono so woni ye enche ena no pay obra ebusuafo eni ache omudin prince mesa so akwa baabi anti no yenti so no o side of the story na fi yentu enko atwetwe ne so me da se
Ghana Hano, my daily schedule, no, it's all centered on planning, operational planning. It's, you know, and Ghana, because we are not having a external war near them, we are now more focused on internal security operations. There are police, any other state security agencies, you know, in a Kwame so. I should say by now, we're 40 about NIMOS, anti-illegal mining operation. And another big year also Ghana ha utun for kra ejinimu a resolve any boku issue. So and also here name part a northern command. And daily there are incidents coming from there, and then you would have to write reports, send issue orders down to the battalions in the field. So daily, that's what I see myself doing. Operational planning, training plans, report writing. I mean, to me, pinpointing one particular day, I think that there are most days that you find yourself like air power that you would have to sometimes choose between. It's difficult where you don't have options. Where you want the right things for your people down there, and maybe you are pushing for it because the resources are limited. So sometimes you have to really push hard, and that feeling or the luck in trying to help those down there with whatever they are requesting for. Sometimes to going down to let them know or feel appreciated with the work that they are doing. Because with the work there, sometimes some people need encouragement. Even psychosocial counseling. So some of these instances, it's not easy. It brings you to the level where you think that you begin to realize easy. So it's difficult pinpointing a particular moment in my career. But most of the time, these are things that happens with our line of work. Because the military job is all about what? Bringing some semblance of orderliness in chaos. So all the time there is chaos being created, and you have to find a way to bring some semblance of order over there.
Kakra Mr. Prince so ebitimi aka eno ebusuafo yenua Prince ne tin nka free Ghana sisia no or northern region ho na within the soldier Prince kind of say operations and mission do say na wako me say Ghana de muta commissions wa do say na wako esan say obi boss soccer it be catch say ma share 1000 goals ma share 1000 goals I don't know mission do say wako be kai
I think about seven missions. I served in Congo, Liberia, Ivory Coast, Chad, Lebanon, South Sudan, and Gambia. Yes, but some of them have been there twice. So, but these are the places, but they are all on peacekeeping mission or observer missions. So 7 missions.
O joining military no when you feel do say ewom.
October na menya 22 years in the military.
Hey. Wow. Na say what save watch. Na memusa we say semuko mission a e de pa na ya moye. Kan wasem kakra bi kire yen.
Okay. So peacekeeping mission no there were two categories of people. Now before Mekosuno, before our mission be Kosovo, I will say UN fortunately broker that arrangement with the sitting government to allow the United States, United Nations in. So most of the time they will send observers to go in. And while these observers are there, they are the civilian counterparts who actually are the ones to broker the peace. So the military observers and later the contingents that come in, our job is primarily creating that enabling environment. Abema civilians for now more diplomacy. Ebe broker peace netimi ayejuma. Into your commissions, and most of the time you find yourself either doing some protection of key infrastructures or key personalities, as well as dominating areas to prevent the warring factions from fighting, so that the civilians who are to broker peace will have that good environment to work, as well as NGOs and any other agencies that can bring relief to the country. So the military part is mostly providing that enabling environment, that safe and secure environment to allow the various agencies to carry out their duties. So we do patrolling, key points protection, camp defense operations, and then we have this key leadership engagement where we try to reassure the populace and then get them to like winning their hearts and minds on the side of the United Nations, and then to help broker peace with them. So in a nutshell, ejuma poti ayeta ko yenemo.
Obi attest me say Georgia Chi was say no Ghana no say who say moko peacekeeping na who say who mention say a peacekeeping was say anything na ya na mkuta etuo any akwedi a mo say moko mo de kwa peacekeeping. You know so what question as here. Say we peacekeepers men kanisa na aden na mo kwa ya na mkuta etuo na afi mo say mo ye a peacemakers no.
Ye wo bebu bi ese ntokwa patafo ejesu tro se dem ma maka ni ye.
O patafo ji aba ana jesa
bibisa
na na sa twi twa kan ya kire
obehwa aman bebrebu ha amon person mo be join peacekeeping operations. It has its downsides because most countries' military force is there for defense of their country. And the peacekeeping looks more like policing. You know, something when they involve their soldiers in that, military, you know. So people don't like to get involved. But it is not an easy situation because say war, the enemy say we're enemy. But in peacekeeping, both sides are supposed to be friendly forces. You are trying to broker peace. But sometimes they are not happy with one or two decisions taken. And then we are the ones they attack. So the weapons we send is primarily for our self-defense. And then say Drew and Pempenso be you and Meka say Mesha party we na or de basa yoba. It means in Yanko chapter 7, which is peace enforcement. It means that one we are going to fight those people out of the place. It is still under the agreement. We have a memorandum with the government or the country. They will agree that you can bring this and that weapon. So mostly, some countries will even limit the level of armament you can bring as peacekeepers. So that is done by the UN. So the weapons are primarily for our self-defense and also to be in readiness. If the chapter moves to chapter 7, then we can do a peace enforcement over there.
Openya busa question me gidi say Mr Prince actually to kama pa minim say sa we na say openya sante wo bi wo ho a wo be ade e aka de Mr Prince kan yen e fa say moko peacekeeping a minim say de US force mo de city memu sa hwe say mo betimi aka say de US for mo so mo ko mo peacekeeping ho asem kakra e de akira ntino Hilda na say Mr Asante ma me hwe say met me a spotlight one afi no oni Mr Asante momu bia no aka ede akire etifo eni ahwefo yim ko yin say Ghana de eja ye ko peacekeeping pa eno bi busa ho asem no ti se mutu aka ho asem kakra bi de a kire ya
What's that? Yeah, can be said you have to be ready and stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Right. And the
say
being ready is that you are training, right? Staying ready, and is that whatever you need, you always have it. You have the training, you have the equipment, you have the weapons, everything that you would need, right? And when you get all those things, no, you are ready. And just the BBC and now all training, you have to run back to get the machinery and other equipment that you need and other weapons that you need to defend yourself. That is why it's always advisable. Say your Kobe, we have all those things. You don't want to use it. In the Soho Geneva Convention, you cannot attack unless somebody attacks you first, right? And you have all those things when you are patrolling. Or Namhua, or peacekeeping Namhua. You have all those things, but you cannot use it until somebody attack you first, and that is what makes it difficult, right? So the rules of engagement now you use, the enemy, is different for them. They can attack you anyway, anyhow. But and shoot at you first. Previously, I think that before somewhere 2005, time Iraqi freedom, all those things started. No, so we'll be shooting at you, not in the weapon to you can't even attack. But then it changed at some point, right? And that is the main reason why you have to always be ready. That way, you're always on point. And to be happy now, you always have what you need to defend yourself. That is why we operate in that way.
We say captain e no captain also so be kakakra o mi o be kakakra ka de na na satika ye ho ana
Who say baby say be Iraq say Wokohonoma, if Mufi say a mom your doctor say no munim to sometimes they run a risk of kidnapping. Moye to kana mo banobi de ne so be kidnapping hostages e dia kwaji sika na say dia kwa negotiate more power into no ebi mo so run the risk of suicide bombers into yanum say kwa na ke yempesi e be kunkum nipa no ya che to because ukodu hodoma nipa no ne be gia yarisa na wo set hospital no ne ba no or the bomb ne ma hye ne ho no ne be die wo be to say ya wo na be blast am obi e obi ntine even though ye de I understand the buy and we can't just also take care of US soldiers. We have to take care of their soldiers as well. But on only who see be born until and fun until the bombs are bar or baby blow movie until I say to me protect your home, I to me the panel to me inspecting the home. Credit and near security of from Krana, so Baby Jar, I understand the crown. We have to do it because say I'm kind of say who be paying them more just animal into no experience of when you're more days animal into place. All of the doctors they still have to be physically active. They still have to know how to shoot, and we take all these classes to prevent the kidnapping and all that kind of stuff.
Say meti de mu nyina mo kan say na say we chaplain kra na chaplain kra na o preaching na say ade no bi kita na nyesa.
No, chaplains have their chaplain assistants. Yeah, or mona carry weapon out. So chaplains no cover, they carry the weapon and then they follow them around. And the chaplain they are exempt from that. They don't do that.
Hey Samum. That's said Dr. Hilda Kai na say chaplain so yeah bibi na say bibi to china e be ne dey.
One you go heaven in Kenya.
Oh, heaven in Tinyahe. That praise will be big na me say we be o anu ho no ai e bi a good start say ne pastor Diodum experience no. Prince will be big na. And that prince, okay, I'm say
hello, volume no conform.
Na me say ye ka chaplaincy ho asem say chaplain so no say omu e preach chemu ya no so no omu ade ni bi da omu nchen na asante say one header say da bi omu de ya na entante say na me say ubi bia no wo bibi ka ho ana because me say one pastor Diodo ne pastor chaplain Gupta Semo na shibo bo ntidi bia na obekire wadwene kakra bi ho no ansa na ya to enkomo twetwe ne so kakra
same in Ghana. So the chaplains are exempted from a lot of certain things because no more be to say yen nomna it becomes difficult for them to now advise when it comes to certain, so they are exempted, and as much as possible, if you need them at the front lines, like we do here in Tamale, you try organize it quarterly for those in Boko. Send a hot into any chaplain, but your program, the chaplains in the court once, I think every month or every other month, to go and share the word with them there. You know, so it will be a canal for security. So we do that for them.
Medawasipa, Ebusiafo, and I no pay mene. Say my family now, but the guys, when the mother cash out drag home, now for Bob who bank a sepa. Me follow up question here, maybe say, but you say you share teamwork, any training. You say about 8 for Hasi, the answer cry, bepon. You share teamwork, any training. We say you see military, a bit on teamwork. And then, can you share how trust and unity among service members help you accomplish your mission? Meaning, say, what's the question? I see, we say, your backroom, I see, do na core values on a base on teamwork. And to say, na military, so no, teamwork in this city, na say, na, I don't feel come home, see, Buamo, na fe, mutimi, a drew, mobotaya home, Cassiopa. Many will be able to be answer. Say, ladies first, into my message in free head, so. So you okay? Sure. I me head that's all you okay. The my message in free, so now fe, me share how we see answer sa question. Edi ama yeni etifu a omo ehwe na fe omo eti dwumadi nyina. Me da sefa.
Pacho kakra meka say me my brother Muko, I'm sure say me nyan mo join Air Force na sign crowd they would say the same thing. Me who ebusieko and I say ko we are very united say military. In fact, and sorry cry. Sometimes I feel like sorry cry because they train you in such a way say you get together, you get upset at each other, but at the end of the day, you still have to forgive each other and focus on the mission. And to me, say me and son maybe join na me ni sa teamwork ne certain core values no more chairman but at the end of the day we know say Hanum Nyebe Field Hospital, that is the mission at hand. And this will be one say be our drill sergeant cry no cry a lower rank say but because in that very position be on any post near high but at the end of the day you will put down your rank and you'll be humble, and then you'll be able to follow Nipane OIC, an officer in charge of something, you would put your rank aside and you would join and finish the mission. And then at the end of the day, they have something called an AAR, which is like after, something where people would voice their concerns.
After action review.
Yes, will voice their concerns and complaints and everything. But this is the organization that to me feels like it has trained me to be able to even forgive, people who wrong me in a way. So, so at the end of the day, you put things aside and life goes on from there. Thank you.
Me who say teamwork in here, Juma. Yeah, na Mr. Asante, edi source my teamwork na dey ka was ebusiafo and I don't pay say afi and I do feeding na to asia ha Taibu Media. Ready to this Sabbath morning show, nene de Benya Koya Kesia pa mene basoja for me and Sapa Ghana Bako US and I yachichin kumwe. And it's meba. I just never see for say them di kaka and Safi na wajene na fe no and then suni de di kanya obe ndwumadi so abomodian so be subscribe to your page na fe wa share ama onamfofo ne abusuafo nyina so etimi hu dwumadi sonko a yedi eno Taibu Media kasafidi so ma me hwe se opanya Asante so ebetimi a chain teamwork any training experience kakra ewo fire dreya.
So there's we cannot be successful without an effective team, right? And we know there have to be a teamwork to make every mission, every organization work the way it's supposed to work. But most of the time the problem is not Obi group and is ready to play ball. It's always already a team member. So how do we incorporate these people into the teams to make sure that they can actually work with the team? Obi eba with their own problems. Ebia unity be free urban. The way they treated this person, you know, or who Obia is out to get him and also to get her, right? And as a leader, no, I always open my group more. I talk to you on a personal basis. Okay, where are you coming from? What are your experience? What do you expect from me? Then Nami Macho said, this is what I expect from you. And to have something I find a counseling, I sit you down. Mature said, this is what I expect from you. What becoming crop for honor? This is what I expect from you. And to once, what do you expect from me? Then we talk about it, we sign it. And to moving forward, and that is what I'm expecting from you. Into every month and as every quarter, and we will revisit that because we're a new member of my team to make sure that you are actually assimilating easily into the team. So if all family problems, I will help you to figure it out. One thing that I also do is that I always say that, and in the military, we say that we train to standard, not to time. Maybe we're training regimen do a while. On paper, no, it has to take 2, 3, 4 hours to complete it. But we can do it in an hour or 2 hours. I'm not going to keep you for all the 4 hours. Here we are. I will keep a few people. Go home, take care of your business. Who go school, acquire homework. I was also far about from daycare, I from daycare. Remember all this free time, no? Until when the time comes and I have to keep you for a longer period, you know, say, if I can, I will let you go. Into my team, no, they are ready to work. I always pride myself. I always have a good team that is willing to work. Granted, there's going to be one person or two people that are going to take this opportunity for granted. And as soon as I see that, no, I am working you to the ground. You're going to be there with me. We are going to be there to work until you change your ways. And we talk about team, but it's not as simple as that. You have to find a way to build a team that is very cohesive and willing to work. So, I want somebody to be able to step in my shoes and do what I am supposed to be doing. And every leader have to know that when you are not there, you train your replacement. You train your replacement. And it's when to me and yes, that you can never build a good team and your unit is not going to function as you want it to function.
Papa, you know, for Garrison, let me say, Prince, there will be a kind of penny or says to be, or this way leader. That's winning ho, that's a woman, you know, or more to me and you mana, necessary and I nature say, one idea. Yes, I did here. I didn't know, yes, until Mr. Santi, good sir, with Tim Nina and a woman Kabumi, you mana, making sure, say, will be in the paper, Sister Head, Society, Mishapa. I'm a senior prince or so. Never said, and say, Ghana, the end, the other more than Kakra. He said, Yana. I'm on for no more time to see you. What you see? It said, you said, Mr. Prince, so send an else who the Ufa Honoman, Kana, Sister Head, and Mr. Santos, so no, who see the city.
Yo, Medasi, Uko military BMOA, in all facets of life, your culture, have an implication in the way we do things. So, Niama Bibri our doctrine is just the British doctrine, but definitely the application will be different because of you need to do hunu. Send ye Niama as Ghana for never so yet a crab baby. It no, not of a crack that aspect. But at the end, no teamwork, no, you will lead another BBR revolving around you. Your ability to discern to your followers and understand each and every person's challenges and problems. Know their capabilities so that you know what role to assign. And that is where leadership becomes. If you are lucky and you have to select followers, you know the capabilities to select to make up your team. One other thing, so I'm military boy a partner your training. BBI your drills. If you are not your drills. Into no be any assigned role and what's a play. So the leadership's role in this teamwork is very crucial. In BBM, if there is no team, nothing can happen because we'll be able to say, we see me person require this at this time. No. So we have a lot of standard operating procedures. And the military, so they are bringing a lot of regulations. Oh yes, so we are. Regulation need adjust the evidence. Who knew who kind? It's also boy teamwork, itimi equanim. Itino kakra meka o team work on the drills training and then understanding each individual's capability. So I think Asante mentioned how he's able to reach out to some people. If you are able to get people to do what usually they wouldn't do, then you know that you are really leading. Because naturally, you know, nobody would want to say war. But if somebody is able to convince you that let's go to war, then you know you have gotten a leader. He has been able to convince you to do what hitherto you wouldn't have done. It's a bit of innovation, your ability to know people's. We have a lot of Obibeka said bad soldier, but these days Marlene said I shouldn't say bad soldier. Because everybody has capability. If you meet the open friend a bad soldier, look out for what he has. And sometimes you might realize that he has something worth more important than the little thing or friend a bad soldier. So these days, we don't like to refer to people as bad, but we put it upon ourselves as leaders to look out for what is so crucial, what is the capability of that person that we need, so that we can utilize that one and forget about his weaknesses. So teamwork is very important, and all the time military tries to get that. That's it.
Yo, Miss Medawasipa, Mr. Prince, who also offer honeymoon church, the more our church, the Amae. Many years, soldier, a Jumano, yen a bushia, and so kahon. Now, a bra year serve as a full-time soldier, see, Nafi, yes, also a war a bushia kind when. Piano ye free fee na afei akwa kwedi edwumadi ahodo sei na yesini ye busuano etimi connect na afei ye hu se bibia ayo okay ne se motima asem na se kakra nice one and obia betimi ansa ma ya na pese me chance free Dr. Hilda so etima me chance free so ye baba ko pe me chance free so okay.
Pacho me dase. Pacho se na miti me connecte ni me busuafo no medica kase sorry say Hartford Greater Hartford more 5 a.m. pai bobi you know if you have me cost because I know say my mom will be there say my bumper I would hear say maybe the kids are in the background or something, and again because I'm praying it gives me the opportunity to meditate, right? It gives me a chance to also connect to God. So that's one avenue I use, and it's a Zoom online prayer. And so more gonna occur to me joining. It also I go back and play like old meeting concert videos. I with US Hanum July then I kono, and I say sometimes just a regular phone call or video call with the family, but usually that tends to be hard. So I use the Zoom meeting and the old concerts to reconnect. Thank you.
Medawase pa mamenhwe se Nana Asante so say na usuni o family no connect obra oye active duty ha
usually no as leaders no yemi answer was obi a leader baby or as leaders no the toughest part is not taking the work home, right? Because say o point mako fie kwa na say nipa bi eye bibia you fro bi ase wo ne be first say hey bibi say yes you nipa's mercy. And I try as much as possible say I won't take the work home. So me free officer, I leave everything in the office to the office. Rarely will you see me say my laptop air coffee. And this all frame here. Now I have to go back to the office. I will go to the office and work. And I mean to and yet my because me maximizing my family time not with and I said my wife. Now me side a year juma. And that is one thing that I do. And I also you know say you won't get much time when you are actually working. And when you take leave, you take leave. And there's one guy, my leadership back, what he said is that every time that you go somewhere for a training exercise and also for a school, because you could school baby be they be able to school for something else. So we could school be back. The 2-3 days that you have between the time you came back from school and the time you have to go back to work, you know. So take them somewhere. So if you hold back, let them understand. Say without them you cannot do what you do. Say oye and I say ukunu eni ho a share enkrana there be our baby. Why do you know what you will not be able to focus and do what you need to do to put food on the table for them. And when you have the family time now, maximize it. Remember, a Juma ends time with your family time. So what Juma phone put it on mute. Moment always say, okay, this is what I'm doing. So we hear me out. Reach out to this person, reach out to that person. Remember, a Juma ain't taking so much center stage in your life. You have to be able to disconnect when you have to disconnect, which is usually hard. Remember, Mr. Prince, baby, our reaching in his career, no, it's going to be hard. It's easier said than done because so many people depend on him, right? But the limited time that you have with the family, no, maximize it. So when they know that you are home. When you are not there, they will know that when you come back, you will have time for them. And that's what I do.
Mr. Nana Santi or the Mr. Prince, so long, my men share also side, I mean, he said here. Also, obviously, I teach him Munafi or the accent to Medasi.
Medasi. I think it's one of the challenges me Northern Command has a war. Yeah, battalions near war close to the Burkina border. And your family postings. So a fana mubusi amfu kumasa na nkran. Na emame kaita ma yeso ano papa mu etu kwan a sata mobile phone ni ho internet ni ho iti no pese no papa kasa obeko signal regiment na oma free mission area no ya hihye da a obetimi aba no mo use high frequency radio na no fada kasa apart from that na ya tape cassette recorder iti no papa ya recording na no ascend eba no we play that's why recording. But today is better. It's better. We leverage on technology near there. At least we are able to reach out as often as possible. But they said the media be makan, sometimes without the human touch, your mom will leave. When you leave, me baby, I message baby, I leave, and yes, all the castle me call this time. When I was in Gambia, leave, yes, she say. Because we feel say who could share with you for now that body contact no wa ebuama ubeba back now you feel relieved to come and work. It's in a year dear, but you might also be here. We leverage on technology near there to talk to family and then leave as much as possible. We now leave or passes you go and see family back home. So I think we are doing our best within the circumstances. But it comes with challenges because some of the challenges we have with divorces in the barracks rates. One is attention. In our case here now, we say money, those days now money few. It means most of the men were the soldiers. Most divorce cases center stage near attention. That the husband has always not been around. Those are the parts and now as of one also it take you up. And then we set up the psychosocial counseling unit to gradually help with such situation. Because when you're there, soldier there, why I say at the postings, I was brought back to Tamale just last month. Why postings within a month or two, you have to go. And you cannot carry the whole family. So it's a challenge that we all need to work around, and I think most of the time the church helps. And what Kamboko Garrison churches now, you feel that you still have a family out there. It is encouraged that people always go to church so that you don't feel bored that your partner is not there. And you start. So that is a challenge that we try to get around. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prince. I wish you for Breno Kwa Neko. You did you in BC, Yapon. Madam, for you to say your tears are from one half year on Modi and Nigeria from Copa, a J of Free, so now fee on when you are Mabakaya Hona, you did you media Cassia at say, in fact, you say, many Aji Amano Abrosopa, and Yamin Sapopa, Menim say beer more fana where the beer, Ubia Beka. Na fe no no sipe na de dwede nyina yakwa na wie wa hase wo me table yi so na mgidi se nyame admo a next week so no ye wo another set yenu beka bom edi dwumadie na ansa na no Nicholas Asante say o me nyina happy Sabbath or say oh I salute you all Nico yes so no yes salute you back pa and afi ye Higa ye bu asoso or say thank you for your service abusuafo sojafo no omubo ye ho ban yie papa me de me ashtan na me nyine ye ho na metina na hwese de na sojafo si boye ho ban a na enya asenketua me kwaso so barracks so so me hu die na sojafo eye edemayen me kwasim ni chese omubo ye ho ban akonu nyinam senkenye omu a oh chese anka beda be sori no na ba bia wotie nnenye na sojafo ye boye ho ban akonu nyina so na de manage kra ne se ye wo sojafo a omuye memenda akwanhwefo a omutie onyankopon asem na afa omudi asempa no so ema sojafo a omu ehye o mase nyina Dr. Hilda sime the doctor kan within home na afa Dr. Prince na Nana Asante Dr. Nana Asante ai mo asem bi ho a mo be kan de twa to a committee am obi abe 30 seconds na afa mo ni a che obra de ndwene nyina ye wrap up na afa ya so yakwa kotua osono so obebe no vamcho
to meda etiefo ase so omutimi betie ye na mesanso ada asojafo ya ase so omutimi ponya adaje de bae na mada otabo media so ase so amaya kwenye ameti asa betna jumedie so na masem bisaka kade se pacho the Colonel Prince radio na ya kan radio na ichim na ya de ni bi na first na mu use na because no dia any de nyame ase technology aba because radio ni chim no
really Mr. Prince we ya no mano
military de na antino ono maame kwa me maame so anko school no makache na madam okasa wi a miaso ansa na wakasa then ebu ana me maame refi no bo tia wo ame yes, we be kasa mi aso. That was the experience I go through those days.
Me challenge back to radio no me refi se be catch any exercise I was here no. Na radio ni chimney the fat. Ajinya me. To kakra me kanka hono. Amos.
Nice one Mr. Asante so we be a we can 30 seconds.
Yeah, my man now I say o my akonya na yenso yetimi ba our platform to reach out to other people. I think that me Bear Kruma, there's a lot of people that I've met. Yeah, no more. Kruma years before I came here, and I chose to go this route because I knew that one, that's what I wanted to do, and two, it gives me job security and financially I'll be stable, right? Some of these people I tried to convince them to join. They said no, but when you look at their life that they're leading, me catch them was a Bianca, just one contract, which is 3-4 years. And it will change your understanding of how you reason because the education they will put you through. No, so when you live in them, it gives you a different perspective about life, and you'll be able to succeed. Right? These people are still there working at Walmart, doing menial jobs. They find it difficult to even survive financially. And my advice to people is that it is never too late because of right now in age waivers womb, you can go as far as high as 40-41 to join the army. And people should start looking into this. When I joined the military, now I had associate degree. Now I've gone all the way to master's degree. Yeah, I mean student loan biaka. Dr. Head Abeka, how much student loan now? Or day yeah and all joining. The military pay for everything. Mentrashi, right? And now we had my so AI Ebano. AI can never take your job. You are going to replace you. Into your job security is there. We be catching the bus and joining military Obahaku. Lieutenant Kanabeka was the Wawom for 22 years, a chain will be age. He's still there enjoying life. I've been in for 14 years. I am okay. Right? And it is not that difficult if you can obey regulations, if you can be where you're supposed to be at the right time in the right uniform, your life will be set. Their education is already paid for. Student loan biaka. Into the military, once you start to understand and how to use the benefit for in the military, your life changes drastically. Easy. And the people need to understand, talk to some of us, talk to people that know about it, and then try to see if it is for them. Intimate Manubisia. Family number and answer Mr. Prince number. I would like to stay in contact.
Yeah, na kame babe ka ho asem kra say me share obi a contact dem each other say dey be ya mobetimi edi mo ho komo on the side chiri nti waka me so me ni sama pepepe nti no Mr Prince we the chat to be my
okay we dem da say the edikan me da twede ampon ase na second one so I think say with my experience on peacekeeping no person me bo Ghana for ma join the US Army any UK Army na abaso most of the time we share foreigners no mun so ye Ghana ni a no money age and they give good report about our brothers over there. Yes, I need to kakrakasa because someone name it. You know, I think you guys are portraying Ghana very well, and baso. For peace now, like he said, those who go out and even in Ghana here who want to join the military, Ghana they are different kakra. US they are even begging people to join. But Ghana here is the opposite. People are rather begging to join over here. So, minimum contacting me, I normally give them the guidelines on how to, and you're easy over here. Even if you are willing to join, you don't get. So I give them the guidance and other things. So, or you're interested, our person joining in Ghana. If you meet the criteria, not contacting me, I'm to help what to do, what not to do. No, I think say. The job is not bad. You just have to be disciplined, and then that is all. That's the bottom line. Just be disciplined, and you realize that say some kind of person can so the no more the ministry in the military job. You have the opportunity to always minister. The person will be a military. I'll be to me here. To me so kakra me wo emamono.
Madam nyina wase pebusiafo ye breda ko papa me so madam wase se mo be join ye nti no se de opanya santi ma share no contact no de ma ofo no nti wo check ya wo hu se me de sister Hilda ne Mr Prince de na mountain wo say hi to ma na afi mo so respond kama pebusiafo aha ene bre ma kwan na afi de adwumedi nyina esi yakofo ya adwa na watchie se ne yesra so another soldier for a no be twetwe nkomo Taiwo Media kasafidie so edin a meje so kwabro poku wa nyame ya admo a na watchie se ne same time no yebesa so edi ehyemu biom enenti no misi ha bichie mu nyina yebesa so edi ehyemu biom ene muni nyame ntina umaba.
November is gonna be a month to remember on Sabbath Morning Show with Kwabena Opokubuachi KOB on Otaivo Media. Order for Otaivo Media. Wasayan Kofa Babie. Ose serving with honor, living with gratitude. Esan said November nyina eye Veterans Month intino. Otaivo de bosumini nyina si hose. Yene womo a wo soja dwuma no mu. Ene wona wo fie nyina. Ebe dinkomo on the 8th, 15th, 22nd and 29th of November 2025. Time 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Meet our military personnel, both active and veteran from USA, Ghana, UK and France. Na ye ninkomo enfo na brabomu. And in Sembebria, one TV Jakra on Otaivo Media on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok. Media partners and sponsors.